On my WhatsApp group, Awaken with Sagar, I posted a weekly post that said, controlling or overprotective mothers permanently damage their children. Let your kids fail and fall. Let them learn on their own. Praise or reward them less and less often. Train them to heal their own bruises and face their own life. Someone known as Shruti replied to that post saying, that's something no one talks about. You have specifically mentioned mothers. Any reason? Father is equally to be involved. This was my reply to her question. Subscribe to my YouTube channel Manifest with Sagar and don't forget to hit the bell icon to receive the latest updates. Excellent question, Shruti. Let me just scratch the surface here. Well, people don't talk about this because when you speak something against something, you don't really get the reach on the social media. As simply as I can put it. Don't miss out on listening to the last 3 minutes of this talk where I strangely talk about stranger things. Well, fathers are pretty much useless. I mean, useless is not the perfect word here, but I hope everybody understands my sense of humor. Every person, the body of every person is up to a point, as you may have studied in biology as well. A fetus is female. At a particular point, it changes to male in some cases. Now, that means that every person basically has the qualities that we consider to be female or feminine qualities. As far as a father is concerned, there is always a sense of detachment. Even during the mating, there is a sense of detachment. A male only provides and then detaches. I don't want to get too explicit or graphic about it here, but then it is important to understand that a child, no matter how emotionally he or she is connected to both the father and the mother, the child is also physically connected to the mother. Before birth, during birth, and after the birth as well. A mother feeds the child, isn't it? Not just food, but also milk right after the child is born. So, a child is always inherently closer to the mother. Now, in some cases, you may see that the father is more compassionate and the mother is very strict, but the child is always closer inherently to the mother or the qualities that the mother has. Every female, no matter how strong or strict or harsh she is, she always has a very important, a very critical role in the child's development. As far as the values of compassion, love, understanding, caring for others is concerned. Now, those qualities may get suppressed over a period of time, and it is also possible that the mother ends up in subconsciously teaching the child a lot of beautiful, sweet qualities, and the father of that very same child might end up in cancelling those qualities as well. Like a mother may teach him compassion and the father may teach him subconsciously rudeness, so that compassion may go away over a period of time. That is an example of bad parenting. But then a mother is always emotionally closer, and I'm using the word emotional in a positive manner here. In this context, there is a stronger sense of transfer or a handover kind of a thing that a mother does more than the father. Now, don't need to go into specific examples where the mother is not caring at all or the father is doing everything for the child. Those are like very exceptional kind of scenarios. But whether you are in India or the US or any other place in this world, even though every father has a very important role to play in the child's or the family's life, and you may have observed this in animals too, as far as those inner core values are concerned, or the qualities or those traits that a mother imparts directly into a child's behavior are more influential. They are more in number. I mean, if you have to consider a number out of 100%, at least 60 to 70% values or qualities or traits are imparted by a mother always. Not just because a mother is physically more present with the child, over a period of time, but also because mothers inherently, as females, have those qualities. Let me say that in a clearer way. So, let's say I am a male and I play a male's role on a stage. That will come very natural to me, isn't it? But if I mean, this is not my example at all, but if I'm playing a female character, that may not come naturally to me. Quite the opposite in my case. But a mother, a female, who, like I said in the beginning, every fetus is a female, isn't it? Now, if that is born as a female itself, those qualities will be exhibited by that person. But if that female fetus is transformed into a male, and he is born as a male, so despite having those female qualities and traits, I'm not talking about physical traits, okay? I'm talking about inherent qualities of a person, energetic qualities. Those get suppressed over a period of time, and this person is more now outwardly focused as a male, and he will not show compassion. He may probably throw some attitude. He may not show love and care. He may be a little more strict or more disciplined in that case, isn't it? So he may not be focused on love. He may be focused on correctness, for example. So despite every fetus being a female, the qualities are either continued or not. So I was a female fetus in the womb. Now I am born as a female, and now I am a mother. So those qualities would be very strong within me, and those will be imparted naturally by default to the child. Whereas with the father, there is a little bit of detachment. Always there is always a little bit of a more of a correctness factor than a love factor. Now, people who are on this awakening path realize that actually there is nothing such as male and female. Male and female is about the body. It is not about who you are, isn't it? That is why now we are seeing some fathers also being more compassionate, more loving, more caring, and exhibiting those qualities that we would typically categorize as those that mothers have, right? That is the first thing. Secondly, where do we get these qualities from? That is who you are. You don't get them from anywhere. You don't get them from any god or something. That is who you are. You are love. You are compassion. You are care. That is who you are. And we have really come around a circle. Everything that I have been talking about since 2008, it seems to have come to a closure at this point. Love, freedom, acceptance is who you are, isn't it? Now, today I get born as a male and I start saying that no, I don't have to be loving, I have to be bossy. I don't have to be sweet, I have to be rude or strict or, cocky with others as well. So, that is what we become over a period of time. Therefore, essentially this world is an open platform. It is an open ground. There is nothing such as male and female. We have been born as males and females just so that we can continue to produce children and have better people come into this world. Now, it is another story that people are only becoming lesser. Have you all watched, should I say this or not? Have you watched Stranger Things? In that the antagonist, that is Henry or Vecna, or the one who is 001 number, he says that new generations are becoming less and less worse copies of the older generations, more and more faded versions of older generations. So I do not really consider him to be an antagonist. He is very, very right. And the social media is ensuring that happens. So therefore, as parents, it is our job now, whether you have given birth to somebody or not does not matter, but as an older person, as an elder person, it is your job now to, whoever you meet, a younger person, make sure that you show them that love, compassion, goodness, sincerity, honesty, niceness, care is real.